Alrighty, well, that's it for us. All she wrote. We are headed to the Star Lounge, the end of the ship where we were last night, and that is where they will tell us it's time to head ashore from. So we are going to hang out for a few more minutes. We got our last bit of our stuff packed. They picked up our bags at some point last night, so they should already be down on the pier when we get down there and get through security for us to pick up. Looking at the camera, they got pulled up in here. It looks like it's a pretty gloomy day outside, unfortunately. So we're going to go explore Galveston or Houston or something in between here and the airport for the rest of the day. We just got a cheap hotel up by the airport, so first we're going to grab some breakfast. But I'm going to grab a coffee on the way one more time. Alrighty, well, we've made it to Enterprise Rent-A-Car. We had a lovely gentleman from Uber bring us over here, and he had his Google in Vietnamese. I was really confused when we first got the car to get the first instructions as to what was going on. Oh, that's in Vietnamese. That's what's happening. Okay. Never seen that before. Super interesting. I didn't know you could. I don't see why you couldn't. I've just never thought of it, I guess, but you can put your Google in whatever language you need it to be in or want to be in. So that was cool, but it took about 15 minutes to get over here. It took us 20 minutes from the time they said the first big batch of people could get off until we were picking up our luggage. The longest I stopped in that whole process was to wait for somebody to get out of the way who was standing somewhere they shouldn't be. It was so fast. I had no idea. We thought that the birth certificate and driver's license was going to be a slower process. It took 30 seconds for him to compare the two, look at us, and go, yep, you're good, go back. Picked up the bags, walked right outside, and our Uber we reserved the Uber on the ship, and they gave us like a 10-minute window, and we were already out there ready to go, so that was great. 20 minutes from going to the bathroom on deck 5 to getting into the Uber was way better than I expected. In fact, we were scheduled, our original time that they gave us this morning was 8:30 was when our group would be getting off, estimated. It is 8:30 right now. And we are already 20 minutes away, or 10 minutes away at the Enterprise, checked in, just waiting for them to get a car. Obviously, there's a lot of folks in front of us, so we didn't actually do our reservation until 9:30. So we might be hanging out here for a little bit, because they got a lot of folks to get through before us. They're cranking. It looks like they got hit by this pretty hard remodeling. We're going to hang out here for a little bit, get us a car, and run over to the Sunflower Bakery next.
One eternity later.
Alright, well that took a little bit longer than I expected it would. It's about 10 o'clock now, or it is 10 o'clock now, so...
Got there at 8:25.
Got there at 8:25, so it took about an hour and a half. Now, part of that is our fault. Our reservation was, they expected us at 9:30.
9:45.
And we got there, because we got off the ship so fast, at 8:30. So we knew we were going to have a while to wait. That was fine. They brought us out the first car, and the tags on it had expired in February of 2023. Well, it is September of 2024. No idea how that car has been on the road as a rental for this long. But it has. So they had to get that figured out and get another car cleaned up, and that place was packed. Definitely feel like they don't have enough staff there to manage the inflow of people coming in to get cars after a cruise has departed or has offloaded, as well as the number of people that wanted to drop cars off because they're getting on the cruise, and they just didn't seem very well prepared. And then there's some weird things going on in their system doing reservations, but if you're at sea, you can't do your check-in the day before for your reservation because you're at sea, unless you have, I guess, the internet package. You can do it that way. So there's some folks that were having some trouble with that as well. But we got our car, so we're headed over to the Sunflower Bakery and Cafe to get some breakfast finally, because we didn't eat on the ship before we got off. And then we're going to go to the Oil Rig Museum. And there's a chocolate shop here on the island that we're going to go to and pick up some stuff for the boys. And I don't know what else we're going to do. We have a hotel by the airport tonight, and we're going to drop this car off tonight, and we drop it off tomorrow, and then we fly out early tomorrow morning. So, well, not early, I guess. It's 8:30. Yeah, we already got our boarding. We're almost the same exact boarding numbers. We're A40 and 41 this time. We were 45 and 46 for the flight down here. So it should be pretty good. We'll be on the plane early. Should be a nice, easy flight back home. It's been real windy today, a bit on the cool side. Almost enough that I want to put my joggers back on, but I think it's going to warm up as the day goes on. We're going to get up to about 80. So, anyway, we're going to cruise around Galveston, check this place out a little bit, and buy some more stuff. I'm going to go look at some history of offshore drilling. So that'll be great. Alright, so we are 15 minutes, so we got our table, and it's outside, beautiful out here. We're pretty well blocked from the wind, but let me walk in here and show you this bakery real quick. It's over. I want the cappuccino with the white chocolate syrup. Alright, let me show you all this bakery. Breads, pies, these I'm excited about. Some really interesting looking stuff in there.
Well, but the thing is, because
Guys go. But yeah, gonna have us good looking breakfast here and get on with our day. Alright, well our cappuccinos came out. They're great. And here's breakfast.
Cinnamon roll was good too.
Cinnamon roll was good too. I got a pork chop breakfast and she got the chicken and biscuit.
Looks like biscuit and gravy with chicken strips.
Alright guys, so that was delicious. We are hiking back to the car now. There's not a ton of parking around here, but mine was great. Pork chop was a little thicker than I would expect for a breakfast pork chop, but everything was delicious. Hers was better than mine, definitely.
Yeah, the chicken was, like the breading on it was sweet. It's really good.
And they grilled her biscuits so that the gravy didn't make them soggy.
Yeah.
So it was well thought out, it was well done.
I tried a couple bites of eggs, but I was more interested in the chicken and biscuit.
So we're gonna walk back through some more gorgeous houses. I love the Victorian houses down here on the island.
Yeah.
I think that was a great call when they rebuilt this island after the fire in the 30s to rebuild them in this Victorian style. They're also small. We like small houses much more than we like the big ones. You can really see some of these houses took a beating during Beryl and previous storms that have just not been restored or cared for. Beryl beat the island up pretty good. This house has got louvers on it, and I really like those too. Alright, so we have made it to La King Confectionaries. It smells like popcorn in here. Man. Oh, they have a soda fountain over there, though. Yeah, if Yankee Candle would make that into a scent, I'd buy it. Well, if you're getting a soda, you gotta go to the soda fountain and get it.
but they got like the fun flavors and stuff.
They're gonna make the soda over there. You mean the fun flavors?
Oh my gosh, it's like ranch cotton candy.
Peach tea, cotton candy.
I wonder what these taste like. Barn. Gummy bacon.
They got an Italian cream truffle. Treat yourself, one of each. Yeah. Holy smokes, is there a lot of good looking stuff in this cabinet. They got the Turkish pastes in here. Those are super good. Oh. We are. We were just poking around. Man, oh man. Huh? Alright, we're picking up some stuff to take back to the kids, and I'm going to get something for us to try while we're here. But I have found the best chocolate in the cabinet. It's not the one I'm getting, but I definitely think it's the best one. And it's chocolate chicken. I don't know if it's hollow or not, but it's just a chicken-shaped chocolate, and I love that. So I think we're getting some taffy for the boys, and looking for something sour for Drake. Or Damien's getting taffy.
Like the cherry lemon drops out.
Yeah. I don't think chocolate will travel well with us being in the car the rest of the day. But we'll get in some Turkish paste.
How much is one of those
Alright, so we found a spice and cheese exchange and a beef jerky outlet. And honey samples back there. That's exciting. Oh. Out of the way. Oh, it smells good in here. Little bits. It's my favorite spice. So excitingly, we found some tarragon over here, which Damien likes to make a tarragon marinated mushrooms for burgers. And we haven't been able to find tarragon readily available, even at our spice store. There's the trolley. They have an actual trolley that's actually running, and that's awesome. But we haven't been able to find tarragon locally, so they have some here. So we'll probably pick some of that up to take home, just because it's kind of difficult to get a hold of. If you just want tarragon, it's in a lot of seasoning blends, but we want just tarragon. It's a pretty cool store though. A lot of cool teas, and they have the herbal remedy stuff going on, which I like. Lots and lots of teas though. Like the Iron Goddess of Mercy tea. We were just passed by a hearse for the Ghost Town Galveston tour, so I know they had ghost tours here in Galveston, which makes sense. I didn't know you could go on that tour in a hearse, so that's an interesting spin on things. But let us show you our haul from the spice store and the confectionery.
Alright, so we got quite a bit of tarragon. That's an ounce. It's a light, fluffy leaf. We're going to make some tarragon vinegar with it at home. We got some banana nut muffin tea. With fall coming up, that's going to be yummy. We got, so it was buy 5, get the 6th bag free. So she recommended the tomato tarragon. And, hold on, I gotta sneeze. I knew it was coming. Every time we sniff spices, I start sneezing. But she recommended it in like a cream cheese for a dip or a soup.
Or oil.
Or we do oil. This one's Simply Cherry Green Tea.
I'm a big fan of cherry flavored hot teas. So anytime I find one, I'll generally pick that up just to have it.
And then I got a bourbon chestnut herbal tea. I feel like he would also enjoy this one. This one doesn't have any cinnamon or anything like that in it, so he might actually like that one as a heartier tea, because cherry tends to be like a light tea.
Especially with the one I got's green, the matcha.
And then we always try to find Damien something. Damien does a lot of cooking on his own because he lives on his own. So we found him a gourmet pepper, and this one's got green and red bell pepper, black pepper, garlic, chipotle, salt, an amarillo pepper, cayenne pepper, and crushed red pepper flakes, and whatever a bird's eye chili pepper is. It smelled really good.
Bird's eye chili, that's the little red and green striped ones. They're little.
Those are what we bought there.
There's some Boston Terriers. They're so
Out.
cute. I like Bostons.
We bought some taffy for my sister and brother-in-law. We also bought like a mixture of taffy. Damien wanted root beer, but he also wanted assorted, but he wanted to make sure we got root beer, so it was just easy for us to make this on our own. We got Drake some homemade lemon drops. I'm actually kind of curious if these are sour. Oh, they're all wrapped. Oh no, these are our truffles actually.
That's our truffles, yeah.
These are truffles. We got a key lime and an espresso truffle. And then these are Drake's little lemon drops.
They're very hard.
Well, you're supposed to suck on them.
Goodness. I wouldn't
not
say that's
very
particularly sour.
Not sour at all, Summer.
He's at that age where everything he wants is sour candy.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they didn't have anything in there that they make that's sour. A lot of stuff they buy that's sour, but all that stuff I can buy at home. There's no reason for me to buy it here.
And you got a cream soda.
Yeah. And I got a Dublin orange cream soda because you can't get Dublin sodas in Oklahoma for obvious reasons.
That's actually sour underneath all of that sugary stuff. Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to make our way now over to the oil rig museum. I'm pretty excited for that. We were going to try and do it when we got here. Didn't end up in time. Got rained on instead. So we're going today. The wind is ripping. So I won't be too surprised if it's closed or they won't let us out onto the dock. But we'll see.
Ooh.
Hope you guys are enjoying experiencing Galveston with us today.
Now we are. Oh guys, it's the Jubilee.
Over there.
Yeah. Let's see if I can. No, you really can't see. That bridge is in the way. But it's a Jubilee. We followed the Jubilee our whole trip basically. That's a big ship. I thought
Jubilee
ours
is the largest in Carnival's fleet, I do believe. And the newest. That's their icon right now. Yeah, it's a big ship. It's cool that Carnival's dock or terminal is a two-ship terminal. So the terminal for Royal Caribbean is only big enough for one ship to be in here at a time. The Carnival can fit two, and I'm assuming the Nuke will also be able to fit two. It looks like it could be longer. The length is what limits that for these terminals. Because they have to have full dock access to be able to load the ships with everything on the top. That's the dinosaur. There's a horse. We've made it to the Ocean Star Drilling Rig Museum, and we just missed the first introductory show, so we have to go back in there to watch the movie at 1. We're just going to kind of poke around here and see if we can't find some cool stuff for me to read.
1's in 4 minutes.
Oh, it's almost 1 already. We're cooking. Good deal. there's the Mariner we got off of this morning. Still taking on fuel over there. Maybe fuel oil's going on there, I would assume. And this will be the new MSC, or new terminal for a cruise line, hopefully MSC. It definitely looks like it's going to be a single ship terminal as well. This was the Del Monte Fruits terminal for a long time, but they parted ways with Galveston earlier this year, and is now being partially torn down, partially renovated into a new cruise terminal. So that'll be super exciting to have a fourth terminal here for possibly a fifth cruise line sailing out. That was an excellent museum and an excellent tour. It was definitely $12 well spent for 2 hours of walking around and talking and learning about all the oil and whatnot. Headed back down to the car now to go figure out what we're going to do next. And I've also got to get on the laptop real quick and figure out how much more I can delete off this memory card because I filled another memory card. So I'm coming up on, I think, 120 gigs that I've recorded now since we left. They're pulling the last fuel barge away from Jubilee. Dream's fuel barge left a few minutes ago while we were upstairs, and the Mariner's fuel barge is gone as well. So all three of these ships will be headed back out onto their sailings in the next 2 hours. I think one leaves at 4, one leaves at 4:30, and then one leaves at 5. Their leaving is really easy because they will just pull right on out of here, no problem. Versus them coming in, all three of them come in, and then they have to use their azipods and thrusters and make a 180-degree rotation, and then parallel park basically into the pier itself. So that's kind of interesting. Didn't get to watch that happen, but I know that's how they do it. We were sleeping when that happened this morning, but get one more look at them, one more look at the USS Texas, America's last destroyer. And I think it's about time for us to go hop in this rental car and head towards Houston. Alrighty guys, well we've made it to Best Western Plus Hobby Airport. About an hour drive from the island or so, and a 11-minute walk I've been told from the Enterprise Rent-A-Car. My beautiful wife is having some real homesteader problems right now, and has had to wear her shoes more this week than she has in over a year. And she's over it. She's sick and tired of shoes.
My feet are swollen. More walking than I've done, but it's what you get for being out of shape. But I hate shoes. I go everywhere barefoot, and I would like to return to being barefoot.
We did get the upgraded view for our room, so check this out. Yeah, we got a broken drain. That's it. I've never seen a view that was literally just nothing before, but this room somehow managed to have a just nothing view. Anyway, I'm gonna get some stuff offloaded off this camera and off my other SD card, so they're both full at this point. And we're gonna go to dinner here in a little bit, and that'll probably be about the end of everything we do. It's about time to go home and figure out what's next after that. Alright, well, in our efforts to find dinner, we have found ourselves in, what was this area called? Southwest Houston? Southeast Houston? Something like that. We came over here for a place called Truck Yard, which is right up the street here. There's also a rodeo goat right here, Luster Pearl, I don't know what that is, a pizza place called Vinny's, and a brewery.
So we're gonna pop into the brewery first. Let's see what's going on over there before we go and grab something to eat at this truck yard. It's a pretty interesting looking place. Well, I popped in there to make sure we actually wanted to eat something here. This parking is $24?
Yep.
Yeah, it's $24 to park for 5 hours, which seems a little, East Village, that's the name of it, which seems a little crazy, but we are right behind the convention center. I guess the Astros stadium's right around here somewhere. So I guess that's how they get away with that. There's a gorgeous SS Chevelle sitting here though. Ah, I love that. We're gonna pop in this brewery and see what they got going on, and then try out at least one of these places for dinner. Maybe a couple of them. I don't know. We'll see how the night goes. All right, so made it to True Anomaly Brewing, and I tried their Galaxy Coast or Galaxy Pale Ale. Best I could describe that, it's a cross between a lager and an IPA. It's too much hops for me. Very refreshing, nice beer, but too much hops for me. So I re-upped and went with the Charlie Brown Ale. This is much denser and darker and much more my style. My wife absolutely, she corrects me on this every time. I always read things and I'm like, ooh, that sounds good, I want to try it.
And it's got pale in the name, and I'm like, you're not going to like that one. And
She
he never
knows,
does.
I never do. I like a beer I can't see through. This one's good though. So we're gonna have a beer here and then we're gonna go over and check out the dog yard. They didn't get that carburetor? You think they'll mind? So there's an old Alice Chalmers water pump. It's just a tractor with a tractor taken off of it. So this is a truck yard. There's a few food trucks over there. There's a bar. It's a beer garden, best I can tell, with food trucks in it that they rotate. It's 21 plus after 9 p.m. I don't know what we're gonna find here, but we're gonna go find something to eat. Alright, so I got a Fireman's number 4. It's one of my favorite beers. It's a very light beer, but it's so good. So we have a taco truck. We have a barbecue and crawfish truck. And we have a waffle truck in here. And then I guess they have bar eats as well, but it's just hot dogs and nachos is what my wife found on the menu. So we don't want that. We left the hotel with the intention we were going to go find a place where I get a slab of meat. And we were looking at Pinkerton's Barbecue, or what was the other one?
Pinkerton's Truth and Ray's.
Ray's. That was the other one that we had looked at doing, was Ray's Barbecue for slabs of meat. But this place looked really cool when I walked over here to check it out. So we're going to go grab something from the trucks here in a few minutes and go from there. They got the Astros game on everywhere. I forget that Houston even has a baseball team. But clearly they're playing today. That's why parking was so expensive.
It doesn't look like any of the Coco Cake goes out of Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
All of the little short ones.
Alright, well, picked up dinner. She got some Cajun fries. I got brisket nachos. And Real Ale Brewing's Fireman number 4. It's one of my favorite beers. And it absolutely violates my rule of beer you can see through. It's a very light beer. But it's great. They carried it for a long time out at the ballpark when I was old enough to drink and still going to watch Rangers games. And then it's just become something that when I find it, I buy it. I really enjoy it. So, and they have it here, so I'm buying it. But yeah, these got whole shrimp in there. It's gonna be good. I don't know if you've heard any of these clips. It's really loud here. They really need point source audio for the band, so they can bring the level down. But got a Shiner box for my last beer. She got another something, and it's been really good. This place is really cool. It's the truck yard in Houston. Cross between a beer garden and a food truck pavilion. Super cool concept. And they've executed it really well. The service has also been fast. They have 2 bars. It's been good. Obviously a drinking place. It's a beer garden.
They have ESPN on. Astros game was on. Big Astros land down here. But after this, we're going to find something else to eat because we had nachos and fries and they were good. It was a really good plate of nachos. The brisket was super smoky. Her shrimp and her fries were super well seasoned. If you can hear me. But it just wasn't enough. It was $24, not terrible. So we're gonna find something else to eat. But on the band's playing, I know you can't hear me. All right, so we've made it across the street to Vinny's Pizzeria. A slice of pizza to fill in the gap in our bellies. Got some great options here, like the Happy Hippie with broccoli, cheese and crust, the pepperoni, Meatzilla, the number 8, which looks like a really good option. Number 5 by Daniel Stress, sweet Italian sausage. The Self-Care. The Hangover Helper, that's got jalapenos, can't have that. Chicken Bacon Ranch, Big Ranch. Excuse me, my love. El Primo, that looks really good. Or the Chuck Norris Roundhouse Kick. Chuck Norris eats beef, not chicken. Chuck Norris, the beef guy, absolutely every day of the week. But we're gonna grab a slice to fill our bellies. All right, well, we made it back to the room. The truck yard was great. The vibes there were great. I made some new friends. I'm an Astros fan, I've been told. I don't necessarily agree with that. I wasn't too family pictures. Had some great drinks. They had the 2 beers that I really enjoy there. Fireman's number 4 from Real Ale Brewing Company and Shiner Bock from Shiner Brewing Company. So I really enjoy those. Had a couple of Real Ales and 1 Shiner. And we ate. It was delicious. Then we went over to Vinny's to get some pizza after. Had a slice there. Then shot back to the hotel and grabbed a bottle of water, put some gas in the car. We used $8 in gas on our rental. So, whoop whoop. She has made her way to the bed. She's checked out. And I'm just looking at what I have so far, not including what's on this memory card right now from this trip. And I have 234 videos for a total of, come on, 234 videos for 96 gigs of video content that I shot over the course of this trip, not including what is on my phone and pictures and other videos from the theater venues. So I got a lot to compress down to these videos, and then the movie. So like I've said before, I hope, I don't think it will. I think this is going to turn out to be a lot of shots just like this of me talking to the camera, unfortunately, and tell you about my vacation, when I really wanted it to be you experiencing the vacation with us. But with this, we'll break this out, put this out over multiple parts, and then I'll put the whole thing together as a movie. You can watch it. It'll be 3 hours long or so. And I'm super excited for that. That'll be out over the next few weeks. It's been a great trip. It's been a great vacation. I'm not going to film tomorrow. We're just getting up in the morning, getting on the plane, and shooting home and seeing the kids and whatnot. Don't have to go back to work till Tuesday, which is nice. So, going to get home and get recovered and get ready to go back to work. But it's been great cruising with you guys, exploring Galveston, exploring Houston. Found a lot of cool stuff. Found some stuff that I think we really enjoyed the cruise, and I definitely think we'll do that again. And I definitely think I'd really like to come and just visit Houston and Galveston with the kids and my best friend and his wife. Or maybe my parents even. My sister. Would be really fun to come down here and just visit for a weekend. So we got my wife on a plane for the first time. So now hopefully it'll be easier to get on a plane in the future. That's my goal here. Anyway, it's been a lot of fun. I love, tell everybody bye.
Bye.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.